This is the trend review for Thursday, the 9th of May 2024. And today was rough. Uh, I didn't follow my rules today, so it was a bit disappointing for me. Nonetheless, today I chose Tesla. AMD and Nvidia stopped trading nicely, or they don't really have the smooth price action I'm used to when trading them. They're starting to behave like Nvidia. So I'm sticking with Tesla as it's a little bit easier and provides a bit more smooth price action. And on Tesla yesterday we had a green day, but we opened lower. So um, we opened lower, um, and I had a green day, and that's at lower value. We had bearish Camarilla pivots as well. So the entire bias for today was bearish. And on the daily, we were either going to attempt to close this gap or engulf yesterday's candle and continue the trend to the downside. So, but I was betting more towards a sell-off. And today, we opened in the gray area. So I was expecting a little bit of a run to the top side and reject yesterday's value or yesterday's pre-market high, and then make an entry. That was my plan for today. But the open within the first 2 minutes didn't quite test that area and just sold off entirely. And I didn't want to make an entry just right at yesterday's value, so I avoided that. And we just ended up going to the downside to S3, where we turn on a dime. These two candles here do not really provide a sense of reaction. So I waited. We came to the open price, and I was paying a lot of attention in this area. The open price, it is a legitimate level, and I was looking at the price action, time and sales, and noticed that we never really managed to go above 175.10. And so I hesitated. I was expecting a much better entry, a much better, not entry, sorry, a much better signal for a reversal here, like a test, a stronger rejection here, at least on the 32nd minute candle, but we didn't try. The price just flat out rejected it and continued the rundown. So this, I observed this entry and just missed it. And as you can see, the Camarillas didn't help much because we never really managed to go to R2 or R3. So the stock kind of traded today like a double distribution trend day. Direction was down, but it wasn't really going down with confidence. We didn't have as much volume as yesterday. So we sold off. I was waiting for a reversal. We approached to S3 and we started to form some hammers, and it looked like we were starting to have some support. We formed a nice doji here, although the body's a little bit thick. But still, it was enough for me to pull the trigger. Attempted to run up, and it almost stopped me out. So I felt that this setup was no longer valid, and that I could find a better trade position on the pre-market low. So when we failed to break out to 173, I decided to stop out at break even and drop to pre-market low. And the same situation that happened at the open price was that it tested 172, but it didn't offer a nice opportunity to enter in terms of signal. So I missed out on that long. And so what I was doing today, I was being very strict on my entry. I was looking for that solid signal, and what that has resulted on was a lot of waiting, especially this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday. So I kind of got desperate. I got into my own head, and after missing out on these rejections, so if I had made an entry here, I would have taken profits to the downside. add to my position here, continue the rundown, profit, add. So it offer nice price action once you made an entry. Um, but we traded from the gray area to the downside, so it was difficult to have good trade location to the downside if you miss the first two entries. And so price pull up, and I guess I got tired of waiting, and that's why I took this trade on really bad trade location for a reaction of S3. But that doesn't really make any more sense. This is after all of this move has happened. But the reason I pulled the trigger was because I was reading the time on sales, the price action, and the level 2. So I made those entries based on that decision, plus the candles kind of baited me in. I pulled the entry late here with no confidence, got stopped out to the penny, got the same pullback to the 20 moving average again, got the same bait, stopped out and to the very close to the penny. And as you can see, that's just bait before the failure of the 20 moving average. And we're now trading at around 172.20, which was my original idea for this small trade. But this is not based on the system. This is just based, I was just trying to make this trade based on my reading of the level 2 and 3. It doesn't have the strength of the understanding of the macro information of Tesla, how I had the bias, the Camarilla pivots, the levels where I could have made an entry. All of that is gone. But I was so desperate that I just messed it up. So I'm not too happy today. I haven't taken that many trades this week. So yeah. So we end up with -2, 0.2, 2 trades, 0% execution. We did not mill gold today again. So I'm getting a little bit desperate because I don't have the confidence to pull the trigger. So it kind of messes me up when I miss out opportunities. But I guess I have to be a little bit more brave if I'm gonna be losing money like this. At least do it, trying out the plan. So these two trades are not good. They were failures of S3 level, but they were not executed correctly. But tired of waiting. Setup. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it's okay. I need more patience, and I need to pull the trigger when it's time to do so because I cannot be missing out on good opportunities. And so that's it for my trading review. Tomorrow is Friday, so hopefully I can take a good trade tomorrow. I can execute without worrying too much about money, which is what happened today. I wanted to make money, so I took a trade when the main opportunity was gone at this time. And instead of protecting my capital, I decided to take risk. And I had to take on risk, but when it's time, when it's close to my setup, and that's not what happened today. But I gotta improve tomorrow and close the week on a good note.